Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, the President traveled to Afghanistan to sign a historic strategic partnership agreement, visit with our troops, and address the American people about responsibly ending the war. The President also traveled to Fort Stewart to sign an executive order to protect service members and their families from deceptive marketing practices. Spoke at the annual White House Correspondents Dinner, welcomed the Prime Minister of Japan, and spoke at the Building and Construction Trades Conference. That's April 27th to May 3rd, or
out of many, we are one.
Many, we are one.
Those are the values we've got to return to. If we do, there's nothing this country cannot achieve.
On Friday, the President and First Lady traveled to Fort Stewart in Georgia, where the President signed an executive order to ensure that all America's service members, veterans, spouses, and other family members have the information they need to make informed educational decisions and are protected from aggressive and deceptive targeting by educational institutions.
Before I get started, there's just one thing I want to say, and that is, hooah!
And Michelle and I just had a few moments at the Warriors Walk, paying tribute to 441 of your fallen comrades, men and women who gave their last full measure of devotion to keep our nation safe. And we will remember them. We will honor them, always. Your generation, the 9/11 generation, has written one of the greatest chapters of military service that America has ever seen. The executive order I'm about to sign will make life a whole lot more secure for you and your families and our veterans, and a whole lot tougher for those who try to prey on you.
On Saturday evening, the President shared a few laughs with journalists at the 98th Annual White House Correspondents Association Dinner.
Good evening. I could not be more thrilled to be here tonight at the White House Correspondents Dinner. It's a great crowd. They're already laughing. It's terrific. Our chaperone for the evening is Jimmy Kimmel, who is perfect for the job since most of tonight's audience is in his key demographic, people who fall asleep during Nightline.
On Monday morning, the President delivered remarks at the Building and Construction Trades Department Legislative Conference.
You represent the latest in a long, proud line of men and women who built this country from the bottom up. That's who you are.
In the afternoon, the President welcomed Prime Minister Noda of Japan to the White House, where they held a joint news conference after discussions on a wide range of bilateral, regional, and global issues, including the U.S.-Japan Security Alliance, economic and trade issues, and deepening bilateral cooperation.
And before I turn it over to the Prime Minister, I just want to warn the American press that the Prime Minister once considered himself a journalist, and instead he became a judo expert. He is a black belt, so if you get out of line, I've got some protection here. Mr. Prime Minister.
On Tuesday, President Obama made a secret, unannounced visit to Afghanistan, where he and President Hamid Karzai signed the Strategic Partnership Agreement that marks the beginning of the end of the war in Afghanistan and a commitment to continuing strategic cooperation between our two countries. Then, at 4:01 a.m. Afghanistan time, the President delivered an address to the American people.
Good evening from Bagram Air Base. Today I signed a historic agreement between the United States and Afghanistan that defines a new kind of relationship between our countries, a future in which Afghans are responsible for the security of their nation, and we build an equal partnership between two sovereign states, a future in which war ends and a new chapter begins.
On Wednesday, after 6 hours on the ground in Afghanistan and more than 30 hours traveling there and back, the President landed safely on the South Lawn of the White House. On Thursday, the President got a jump start on Cinco de Mayo, Friday's celebration of Mexican heritage and pride. To find out more information on any of these topics or to see complete videos of these events, go to whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out your West Wing Week.
This is an incredible looking pumpkin. This is a nice looking cow right here. I have to say, like, just in terms of central casting, this cow right here, you could put him in a commercial or something. That's That's a good-looking mascot.
It is.
So I'm glad you like it.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad you like it because we got a small token of appreciation, and I know you get a lot of gifts, but
This is a keeper right here.
so this is a keeper right here. You get your very own Rocky.
This is going in the museum right here. The girls will like this one.